another version of Better Call Art. And today I'm with my good friend, Chris Polek. And Chris Polek is the CEO of Polek and Polek. And Chris, thanks so much for being on board today.
No, thanks for having me here, Art. Much appreciated.
No, you're quite welcome. So Chris and I try to take this time of year to have a little chat about what we feel passionate about. And Chris is a passionate Yankee fan, and I am a passionate Met fan. So, we always get together and talk about, what's new, what's different, and how that can translate over to sales. Chris, I know you were talking about, some of the changes the Yankees were doing, and maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Yankees are coming to a new year looking to improve upon what they did and make some changes. And I think the most recent headline you've seen is Aaron Judge, who, has typically been in right field, that they've had him practicing out in left field this year. And, because they feel that they'd like to see Stanton in the outfield a lot more. And left field is a pretty big field in Yankee Stadium, so right. It's a lot tougher to defend. And for Yankee fans, they knew that last year Aaron Judge had to fill in center field for an injury, and he handled that job pretty well. However, now they took on a new player, Harrison Bader, who was a star in the playoffs, and they've got center field cover. So now they're calling on Judge to help with his versatility to take over left field, so that they can improve the team's versatility overall.
Right, and that will give them options, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, and when you take a look in business or in sales, the more options you have, the better.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. And, going back to the Mets, I tend to think we lost our best pitcher in DeGrom going over to Texas. But we were able to get help me out with the other guy's name.
You got Justin Verlander.
That was it, Justin Verlander. And, and he's up there. He's up there in age as well. Like business and spring training, everything becomes new, right? Things change. So what was status quo, of course, is never constant in the baseball world. And I'm actually I look forward to change. I like to see change, because without change, especially in business and in sports, nothing stays the same and everything becomes stale.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that too. And people can be resistant to change. However, you never know. Sometimes some of these changes can lead to a breakthrough that can propel you to where you've never been before. So it's worth the risk to be trying those new things and not always just be boxed into what you've always been doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, great point. So when does your season open with the Yankees?
Well, opening day is March 30th, and okay. We're actually opening up against the San Francisco Giants. So kind of unusual to have an interleague game to start off.
So you're opening on the West Coast?
No, in Yankee Stadium, believe it or not. So I just hope it's not snowing that day.
Yeah, well, it hasn't snowed at all here in February, so I'm thinking March.
I know we've been fortunate, but you never know. You get those March snowstorms, and it wouldn't be that bad if it snowed though, because I actually went to the Yankee home opener where they played. It was snowing in 1996, and they ended up going to the World Series and winning that year. So maybe that's not so bad.
It's not bad. That's not bad at all, and it will help us out from last year when both of our teams didn't do that well.
Right.
Right. So are you going to make the trip down for spring training at all anytime?
I am. I'm actually heading down next month, so I will get 2 days in the Tampa area to catch the Yankees, and I'll be looking forward to some warm weather too.
Yeah, good for you. I don't have the time, will not be able to make it down to Port St. Lucie, but one of these years I will get there. I will get there.
Yeah.
So, Chris, any other tips or thoughts?
Well, just like I said in baseball, where we talk about being versatile and trying those new opportunities, it's important to look at all those options and have them versus being one dimensional.
Yeah. And then,
So it's always worth taking a look at the opportunities. And the good thing is when some of those options or opportunities, if you see that they're not working the way you want them to, you can always go back to what you were doing before.
absolutely agreed. And to everyone else, what I was speaking about, embrace change, right? You've got to like change, because if you don't change, you become stale. When you become stale, you become irrelevant.
Yep. Yep. Staying
Hey,
relevant is important.
yep. Hey, Chris, I want to thank you very, very much for your time today. It's always good seeing you. And hopefully we'll be able to meet up somewhere very soon.
Yep. That sounds great. Great talking with you, Art.
All right. You too, Chris.